Are we live? I think we're live. Let me see. Is it going? Is it going? Ooh, 7 seconds in. Hey, everybody. Hi. You've probably noticed here. Let me get this chat to the right spot. So that I like this going on the side. So I'm going to close that. And then I like this right here. I like a very specific shape. There we go. All right. So I like the live chat going, oh, wrong way, this way. I like the live chat going while I talk because it allows you guys to see like how quickly I see your comments, and also because the live chat's only there temporarily and then it goes away and it's so sad. So I like to be able to like look back on these live streams and be able to see what we were talking about. Sometimes it doesn't make sense without the live chat there. Can everybody, oh, Jesse can see me. Can you hear me? The mic says it's going, so I think we're good to go. These have been getting a little smoother. I'm really proud. But I feel like if I change any settings, everything's just going to go crashing down. So that's why it works. Hi, Corey. Oh my gosh, I have been talking to Corey so much on Facebook Messenger. Lao IJ. I won't tell anyone your secret identity. No. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Katie. Hi, Lauren. I don't know if you are here too. Paint It Cerulean, the girl who said, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I missed it. Right there. Huh. Go subscribe to her channel. She's Australian and she's living in the UK right now. She's super fun. I honestly, I feel like she should have more subscribers because she's really fun to watch on camera and she does not take herself seriously. Super fun girl. So I love your videos, Lauren, but I haven't caught up with them, actually. I haven't watched any of the road trip vlogs. I've got a bunch of housework I have to do today, and I always catch up on vlogs when I do work around the house. So I'm going to be catching up on your UK road trip during that time. Hi, Michael, and let's see. Awesome. So I was kind of worried about doing a live stream right now. It's 12:30 p.m., so it's afternoon, lunchtime, basically, here where I am in California. And normally I do these live streams around 5:30ish p.m., 6ish, something like that, more, before dinner time-ish. And the reason for that is because that is as early as I can justify getting people who are in China to watch it. Does that make sense? So it's early in the morning in China, and it's the latest I personally will do a live stream, because at a certain point my brain's just done, that's it. So I have gotten some messages from people that say, your live streams are always in the middle of the night and I can't ever watch them. So I thought I would give it a shot, do it about 5 hours earlier than normal. So the China people will probably be missing this, because I think it's 3 a.m. in China. So yeah, let's see who's here. Let's see, we got people from, okay, we got the UK, we got a lot of US people. Katie, you're in China right now, right? Or no, you're in the US. I'm so confused. I think you're in the US still. We got people from Australia. Let's see, greetings from Austin. How is Austin doing with Hurricane Harvey? Are you guys feeling the effects of it? I'm sure you're at least feeling lots of rain and lots of wind, if I had to take a guess. But is there flooding and stuff in Austin? That's actually where my brother-in-law lives. So I am hoping to go there really soon. Let's see. Yeah, Corey, go look at her videos. Perfect. Let's see. Evelyn, hey! You should go check out Evelyn's videos too. If you are into food from around the world, you're gonna die. She makes some food that I'm girl, what is that? Foods that I'm, the quinoa flan that you made. I looked at it and I was like, what am I looking at right now? Usually I could look at a food and identify generally what it is, and that one I was like, what is this? It's kind of funny, but it looks really yummy. I definitely want to try it. I've had flan and I really didn't like it, but I think it was out of a box mixture, so maybe that's why. But anyways, Evelyn is in Canada. Katie, 3:30 p.m. here, so you're definitely not in China, unless you accidentally put p.m. instead of a.m., but South Carolina. That makes sense. Only of 2 YouTubers I stop everything for. I'm gonna guess the other one is Lena. North Carolina, 8:30 p.m. in the UK. Woo! Still in the US. Okay, cool. You got a wow. I know though with the visa stuff, it's so crazy how like you get ready to prep to go abroad and it's months and months in advance, and so you feel like you're not justified in getting excited about it yet, but you have to do all this stupid paperwork with like visa stuff, and I don't miss that. But it's totally worth it, obviously. Corey, you're in Canada. Oh, nice. Awesome. And then we got like Evelyn is in Canada as well. So freaking amazing, the flan. Have you had other flan? Like, I had some store-bought flan and some boxed stuff. I feel like it's called flan. I don't know. Am I saying it wrong? Oh, I am. I have actually looked at her videos. Awesome. I like this face. From Sweden. Yay! See, this is why I wanted to do it a little bit earlier. Well, a lot of bit earlier. Because I wanted people who are in Europe and the UK and everything. Well, I guess the UK is in Europe. Basically, I wanted people in Europe to be able to watch this as well. Yeah, that is an excellent food channel at Culture Eats. Yes, it is. She's actually been a food blogger for a really long time, and she just started getting into YouTube. So check out the videos and then go check out her blog too, because there's like a bunch of recipes and stuff on there. It actually like sometimes stresses me out because I want to make all of it, and I just, I don't know which to go with first. Flan is the Latin version of a French cream caramel. What? I didn't even know that. See, for me, I associate flan with like Mexican desserts. So like when I think about, you mean one with dragon fruit juice? Oh my god. Oh, was that your Game of Thrones thing that you did? That was pretty cool. I just googled it. I've had it before. Oh my god, you're in India. Hi. Hi, welcome to the chat. I'm excited. I actually, Roshan, maybe, I hope I'm saying your name right. But I am actually, let's move to our main topic for the day, which is, what will you be seeing in September on this channel? All right, I'm not going to be doing daily vlogs in September. I've been, of course, I always like flip-flop back and forth. I'm like, I love daily vlogging, and then I do it, and then I miss doing the like sit down, spend more time on each video editing kind of thing videos. But I really want to make informative videos and fun videos and like travel stuff and have more time. The thing with daily vlogging is that you just don't have time. Like it's just like a matter of like trying to be consistent and pushing out content every freaking day. But anyways, Roshan. I am considering going down to, okay, so there's a city here called Fremont that's just south of where I am here in Hayward. And Hayward is a huge landing spot for people immigrating into the U.S. from Mexico. Fremont is a huge immigration spot for people coming from India. So I have actually, there are a lot of like Mexican markets and stuff around here, and I was able to do that like Mexican candy taste test. And so I thought it'd be really fun one day to go down to Fremont and try to figure out try to go to like an authentic Indian grocery store, which they definitely exist down there. And they're probably around here too, but I don't know. It just seems like they'd probably be more authentic in Fremont for some reason. I don't know. And I wanted to go into the store and get a bunch of random like Indian snacks and stuff. Is there anything Indian food-wise, and Evelyn, you'd probably be able to help me out with this too. Is there anything that is like a must-try? Like, are there any just iconic Indian snacks that I have to try? I've heard of one called something puri, I don't know what I'm talking about. There's two words, and they both start with P, and the second word is P-U-R-I. Also, I just saw that. Please collab with Evelyn. Yes, please. I would love that, Evelyn, especially if I could make it up to Canada at some point. I'd love that. I've been to Canada many times, but always to Vancouver, like always going to British Columbia. I've never been to any other province. Are they provinces, right? I feel stupid saying, are they provinces? I've only been to BC. I've never been to any other area of Canada. I want to go to Banff really bad, though, but everybody does. Dosa. Okay. I've got to write this down. Dosa. Indian snacks. Of course, I've done a little bit of Googling on this. Son Papdi. And I have a friend whose parents are from India. Like, I guess she would be first generation born in the U.S., and I'm like not gonna ask her for any advice because I want to like show, she doesn't really watch, like she doesn't do much social media, so I want to make this content and then be like, hey dude, how did I do? Okay, let's see. Evelyn gets loose in her videos. Yeah, she does, because I just saw that one about how you breach national security, Evelyn. You little lawbreaker. Hold on. It's okay. Sometimes you got to break the law, especially when food poisoning is a problem. And your description of the kind of food poisoning you had reminded me a lot of the food poisoning I had in Cambodia, which I got, I think, from eating meat from a street vendor in Bangkok. I don't think the meat was cooked all the way through. Anyways, I had a potluck with lots of Indian foods for the end of my class in the middle of August. I don't know the name of those foods, but I'd know what it was if I saw it. Yeah, there's one Indian dessert that I tried to make one time in high school. It was for some class. We were doing world religions, and my group had Diwali, the Festival of Lights, I think it is. And I made some kind of like sugary dessert, and it was horrible. I think I messed it up really bad. I definitely don't think the dessert itself is bad. I think I messed it up really bad. Let's see. Do not come to the north of Sweden in winter. Okay, I'll come in the summer. That's good to know. -40? How do you survive? I'm just like picturing people like in full like expensive winter gear plus like old-fashioned like furs, like full-on furs, and then just like huddling over a fire. It's like, I don't know. I get cold, you guys. I get cold when it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's really sad. What's 60 Fahrenheit? I think 80 degrees Fahrenheit is about 30 degrees Celsius, but it's not even, so it's always so hard for me to remember. I'm so bad at Celsius. Yes, Lauren, a collab, got an idea. We'll message you on Facebook. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. Please try samosa. Okay, I'm writing these down. So thank you. Paneer, pagoda, cutlets. Interesting. Thank you. All right. No comment here. I'm from Alberta. I've been to Vancouver twice. It was amazing. Vancouver is beautiful. I actually grew up on an island called Anacortes in the Puget Sound, and it's kind of like location-wise, it's kind of halfway between Vancouver, BC, and Seattle, but driving-wise, especially with the border, it takes around like 2 hours, maybe a little over 2 hours to drive to Vancouver. So that was like a pretty popular family trip for us when I was growing up. We used to like go to Vancouver a lot. Travel and food, Russian roulette. Oh God, I'm excited. Be vegetarian. I definitely make an effort to not eat a ton of meat. I've been pretty bad at it lately, if I'm being completely honest, and it's probably because we're doing a dry month, and I'm just like, if I can't have alcohol, I get all my other, everything else that I have that's like my vice, I get all of that. Actually, I think I might extend my dry month, like I might take a hiatus on my birthday and like the weekend or whatever, and then I think I'm going to go back to it, because it actually does make me feel really good, and it's not hard at all, and it's a really easy way for me to lose weight, because the reality is when I'm drinking beer, I'm not paying attention to how many calories I'm consuming. If I drink a soda, I'm very conscious of the calories because it's right on the packaging. Let me see. That's okay. You tried. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I definitely try. 16 degrees Celsius, it is summer. That's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Right here, it's about, I think it's about 30 degrees Celsius today. So it's about 80 right now, but it's supposed to get up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit today. And it's supposed to get up to 100 tomorrow, which is crazy for this area. Oh God. I'm getting more comfortable. Where is Abe? Hold up. Let me show you. Abe, they're asking about you. They're asking about you. He's a little tired. You know how there's like all this stuff about like, make sure to have a plan for your dog when the heat waves come, like don't let him walk on pavement and everything. Like, okay, so I'm very conscious of that when I go on a walk with Abe. So I'll be like, oh, it's too hot. I can't take him on the pavement. I'll drive him to the park and he'll walk on the grass. Or like I'll put my hand on the pavement and make sure it's good. And then we'll freaking come home and he'll go in the backyard and lay down on the pavement in the direct sunlight and just take a nap. Like, why do I even bother? He's such a sun, like, worshiper. I'm off at work. Oops. Bye, Evelyn. Thanks for joining in for a little bit, and have a good day. Have a good rest of your day at work. How is your dry month going? How long has it been now? Let's see. It is, let's see, we stopped, our first day of the dry month was August 7th. So it's been 3 weeks and 4 days, and we've got one more week until my birthday. My birthday's a week from today, and my birthday was like the day where we were gonna like start drinking again. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to drink on my birthday, to be honest. I just want to like eat lots of like chocolate and cake and ice cream, things that are really bad for me. Oh, bye, Abe. He's gonna go lay on the concrete in the sun, where apparently his paws will burn, so I need to keep him out, but he seems to like it. Let's see. Abe fan club. Woo, me too. 30 degrees Celsius. Oh no, too warm. Oh, 30 degrees Celsius. That's my happy place. I like 80 degrees. You get up to 90 degrees. I'm like, it's too much. 100. No, thank you. Even if it's like Arizona, it was 100 degrees, and they're like, oh, it's a dry heat. I'm like, you know what? I still sweat, and I still feel the heat. So, yeah, it's a dry heat, but, like, it's not pleasant. But anyways, I like Arizona, though. Actually eating some skins off fruit will give you food poisoning due to the bacteria on their skin. Yes, I peeled all the fruit that I could peel in China, and I actually didn't really eat any fruits that weren't peelable. Does that make sense? So I pretty much just ate like things that had a peel that would come off, like mango, dragon fruit, oranges, grapefruits. Grapefruits are kind of hard to find though. Yeah, so I know what you mean. And in Hong Kong, I was so tempted, and Thailand too. I was so tempted to just buy like all these crazy, like awesome looking fruits, and I had to kind of resist and go easy and just eat like a little bit at a time because I knew that it was a possibility to get food poisoning from that stuff. But you can also get food poisoning from undercooked meats, of course. Let's see. Oh, you're in the Abe fan club. Thanks for subbing back. Oh, yay! Friendships are being made. Dogs will do what they want. They're silly. Mine does the same. Yeah. I just assume that he has basic survival instincts, and that if he gets so hot that he feels like he's going to, like, pass out, he'll come inside. I always have water, always fresh water. He gets fresh bowls of water twice a day. Like, it doesn't even matter if he drinks it all. Super fresh, cold water twice a day. He always knows where it is, and he knows, he knows what he can do. I'm seeing a lot of happy birthday things. Thank you. Get Abe some custom boots for his paws. Oh my God, you have no idea how badly I want to buy Abe boots, but you also have no idea how slim the chances are that he would keep them on for more than 1 minute. Like, he would never, ever wear those because he just doesn't like things that are different. He doesn't like, don't touch things that are different. Like, he's okay with us touching his paws, but if we take like a pen, even, I've tried this with a pen, and we touch his paw with the pen, he like, freaks out. He hates getting his nails trimmed. It's not going to happen. Happy early 21st birthday. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm totally going to be 21. What am I doing for my birthday? Well, my birthday's on a Thursday, so everybody I know is going to be at work. So I think Eric and I are going to go out to eat. Sorry, I'm playing with a fidget spinner if you hear some noise. I'm like obsessed with this thing right now. We are going to go out to eat on my birthday, like in the evening. And then that weekend, we are maybe going to drive to Half Moon Bay. My whole thing is I really want to go on a road trip. And my original plan was to go on a road trip by myself. But I don't think it will happen because I sent in to have my driver's license renewed because it expires on my birthday. And I'm getting a feeling it's not going to get here before my birthday, so I probably am legally not going to be able to drive on my birthday, which is so stupid, but it's fine. We'll just wait a little bit. So we're probably going to go on a little road trip to the beach and go to Half Moon Bay. Should be really pretty and spend the day there. And we'll probably bring Abe with us too. I love the beach. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Only a few weeks before mine. My family actually has 3 birthdays in September that are all within a week and a half of each other. Yeah, we've got 7th, 14th, and 18th. Yeah, we ate a lot of cake in September. Let's see. I even peeled grapes because I was in Tianjin. I don't blame you. And yeah, I've peeled some weird stuff. I peeled peaches. Have you ever peeled a peach? It's not very easy. It's not very fun either. Katie, I'm glad you came back to the chat. I forgot to tell you that when you go to China, never pay full price for anything because most likely they'll try to price the item on purpose. Yes. They will, except for things like, usually like groceries, any like produce or anything in the grocery store or anything at a restaurant. If the price is already written out on some kind of menu or on a board or on like a price tag, then that's the real price. But if you go get like, if you go into like a gift kind of store or you're getting souvenirs or if you're in any tourist area and you're buying any kind of thing that a tourist would buy, bargain. Let's see. I was the worst bargainer in China. Like, I was the worst. So that I Heart BJ shirt, I paid way too much money for that shirt. They said, I was like, how much? And then they said 100 kwai. And I was like, and I was like, I know I should bargain and like say like maybe like 40 kwai. But it just came out of my mouth. I said 80. And she like laughed at me and was like, sure. I'm like, dang it. In the US, it's actually not a terrible price for a t-shirt. So I was just like, I'm just going to move on and pretend this never happened. But yeah, next time I go to China, I'm going to be much better at bargaining because now I know. Don't make fun of me. Birthdays are always nice. Yes, they are. Yes, they do need training, Lauren. My last fur baby was a search and rescue dog. That's awesome. So search and rescue dogs, do they like go, like they help like first responders, or how does that work? Death Valley this fall, seriously, you would love it. Really? Because Death Valley as a kid was always something where I'm like, my parents always told me, oh, you'd never want to go there. It's really boring. Like, my parents are not desert people. But I actually, when I went to Arizona, I was like, I like the desert, I think. It's really interesting. So I'll have to check it out for sure. How are you going to celebrate when you hit 4,000 subscribers? I don't know, girl. I don't know. I have no plans. I don't know. It's going to happen really soon. It's going to happen in like the next, probably, let's see, how far are we away from it? About 250. It's going to happen in the next probably 2 weeks based on like how my numbers usually grow. So yeah. Well, I don't know. I have no plans. I'm not sure yet. Give me some time. Lauren, do you know my friend George's channel, China Nonstop? No, I don't, but I'll look it up. I'm going to write that down. China Nonstop. Nonstop. I'm going to guess he lives in China nonstop. So much more than desert. That's awesome. I'm sure it is. I want to see. I'm going to definitely see it. More journaling videos. Hannah, that's actually something I wanted to bring up in this live stream, and it looks like I'm going to go over the time that I originally like scheduled this for, but we'll just finish this when we finish it. So what I did for September is I wrote out my goals. If you guys want to hear a couple, I'll share them, but yeah, anyways, so I wrote out my goals, and then I wrote out some video ideas. And basically my plan right now is I'm going to bring back Mental Health Mondays because I'm really, even though my China content is the most like popular content on my channel, I am really passionate about mental health and being like one of the leaders in the change in this dialogue surrounding mental health, like getting rid of the stigma and just talking about it openly and everything. So I would love to do Mental Health Monday videos this whole month of September. So I have definitely a video about mindfulness coming up because my thoughts on mindfulness meditation have done a complete 180 over the last few weeks, and I really want to share that with you guys. I also am facing a really big fear of mine tomorrow. I've had this fear since I was like forever. I've always had a fear of hospitals, medical things, needles, blood, everything. Where am I going? Oh, my chair's like wheeling away. Everything. I've always been afraid of all that stuff. But considering Hurricane Harvey and considering my options for how I can help, the number one thing that I can do is donate blood. I'm O positive blood type, which they're in dire need of. So I felt like the universe was screaming at me to donate blood and just face my fear. And I actually am not as afraid of it right now as I expected to be. Like, I made an appointment for tomorrow afternoon. It's happening, and I'm doing it by myself. I'm kind of nervous to be doing it by myself, but I'm just going to walk in there and be super open and say it's my first time donating. I'm a little scared of needles. I'm facing this fear, but I'm motivated by the idea of helping Hurricane Harvey victims. And I understand that, like, it's not a guarantee that, like, my blood is going to go to Hurricane Harvey victims. But if there's an emergency need for O positive, for all types of blood, but especially, according to articles, O positive. And so basically, I'm donating in the name of Hurricane Harvey victims. I'm donating because of them. It doesn't matter where my blood goes. I hope it goes to someone in need. Or I think you can help like 3 people or something like that. It's kind of crazy. So I'm a little freaked out, especially to be doing it by myself. But I couldn't get anyone else to commit with me. And I'm really set on this. I'm really, really set. I don't feel like making a $10 donation is going to make me feel very good or even really do that much good. Like, if you guys have made donations, big or small, awesome. I think really good for you. But for me in this situation, I don't know. I don't feel like money is what I should donate. I feel like donating blood is going to do more good. And it's something that money can't buy. So, well, unless you hire a hitman. Anyways, is donate blood healthy for the donor? Yeah, it's actually fine. They take a pint of blood, which is a little disturbing because I know how big a pint is a little too well because I really like beer. But as long as you make sure that you have enough iron in your diet, you should be good to go. I actually drank a smoothie today that had about 8 ounces of spinach in it, like a lot of spinach. And spinach is super high in iron. So I'm trying to eat a lot of iron today and tomorrow, and that should be fine. That's really the main thing is, as long as you're a healthy person, if you eat healthy, it's fine. It's healthy for the donor. It's completely fine. And I'm donating to the Red Cross. They have a blood drive going on in Oakland, so I'm going to be going up there. And if any of you guys are in the Bay Area and you want to donate blood and you want someone to come with you, I'm more than happy to come with you. I really will. I'll drop things and come. So message me on Facebook if that's the case. Oh, excuse me. That spinach smoothie. Let's see. I make those videos very interesting. Awesome. So the mental health video is definitely happening. You guys are talking about, I actually don't really do my bullet journal anymore, but I can make a video. I can make a video later in the month about how I've been organizing my life, but to be honest, I'm just starting to get back into that, so I don't feel like I have a ton of advice for you, and I don't have a system down yet, so I'm gonna wait on showing you how I've been journaling or doing any kind of organization stuff. I'm gonna wait on that, but I do have mental health videos coming out for September for sure, definitely at least once a week. My goal is to put up a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it would be Mental Health Monday, and then Wednesday and Friday would be videos about travel or China or, some kind of adventure vlog where I'm going somewhere in the Bay. I have some little travel stuff going on at least once a week throughout the month. And I am going to try a traditional Chinese food that I have avoided for a very long time now. I've always been scared of it, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you can make some guesses if you like. Yeah, I have avoided this like the plague. I didn't try it in China. I didn't try it in Chinatown. and I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna make a whole video about it. So that's happening this week. Let me catch up on the chat. I've donated blood a few times, but it's been about 2 years. I might go ahead and donate again for the cause. Please do if you are able to, because they have an emergency need for it right now because of Harvey. My sister works for the Red Cross, so you can track it. Pretty cool. That's awesome. My daughters give. I can't. I have a clotting disorder. That's okay. It's totally, obviously, like, it's do what you can. That's the whole thing. Is like, if you can donate blood, that's awesome. If you can donate money, that's awesome. If all you can do is like share stuff on social media and like encourage other people to donate, that's cool too. There's something that everybody can do no matter what you have access to, I think, personally. I'm like, honestly, yesterday I was so emotional. I don't know why. I was just having a really rough day for no reason at all. And my heart just kept aching for Harvey victims. And I just had this urge to like fly out there and help. I'm like, what are you like thinking in your mind? Like, you're gonna fly out there and then what? Like, I'm not like a trained EMT or like a first responder or anything. I'm just like, I don't know. It's just one way I can help. That's the point. I'm afraid of needles too, but have been donating blood for the past 5 years. You can totally do it, girl. I just never look at it when they do it. And over the years, my fear hasn't been so bad. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. You are the most comforting. That is the most comforting thing I've heard about this. So thank you. Seriously. Because a lot of people are like, they either like donate blood and have no problem with needles, or they just like don't donate. I don't know. Like, I feel like I haven't really talked to anyone in the same position as me. So thank you for sharing. Definitely. Thank you. Facing your fears for a good cause. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. Drink a lot of water before donating. Yeah, that's the other thing. I drink, actually, every time I think about water, I get really thirsty. I drink a lot of water, like 3 of these a day, which is 96 ounces of water a day. That's a lot. I've had many transfusions that saved my life. I feel like I'm going to cry right now. I'm really happy that's amazing. Like, the idea that you brought lives into the world, like you brought your daughters into the world, and they're able to donate blood and help other people who have transfusions. And at some point you've had transfusions that saved your life. It's just crazy. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing. I must say you're definitely breaking the West Coast Valley Girl stereotype. Thank you. How so? I definitely did not grow up in a Valley Girl situation. Like, my parents grew up in Anaheim, California, and they wanted to move out of there like as soon as they had kids, because they didn't want us to grow up around all the like materialism and pretension. Is that a word? Pretentiousness. I'm not sure which one. But pretentious people, basically. Like, they wanted us to grow up humble, like be humble, help others, that kind of stuff. So it's because of my parents, really. My parents are awesome. Plasma donor here. O minus. It sounds like a really bad grade. O negative in a tinnitus rabies antigen program. We get mild tinnitus serum to build. Oh my god. I don't really completely understand a tinnitus rabies antigen program. There's just a lot of words that I don't know. But thank you for donating plasma. That's so cool. Is plasma... Oh, okay. I saw blood donation and platelet donation. What's platelet donation? I could probably Google it. But, yeah, I didn't really understand. And I actually know someone who donates blood, like, regularly, and she donates bone marrow, which to me, I'm like, oh my god, you're such a BA. Because, wow. Those are some big needles they gotta use for the bone marrow. That freaks me out. That makes my insides feel all, like, gross. Anyways, I wouldn't donate at this moment because I've been eating healthy. I didn't know it had to be healthy by eating good to know. Once I get a job, I'll think on donations and such. Yeah, no, I mean, it's Jiazhuang. That's where I lived. Oh my god. Oh shit. Really? Yeah, I lived in Jiazhuang in crap. I think I was in like building 5 or something like that. I can't remember. I think I showed you guys like the outside of the apartment after the fact. Like once I was like, okay, we good. No one's gonna like sneak up on us and murder us since they know where I live because of YouTube. I like took pictures and stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. People would be like, where do you live? I'm like Chaoyang, and they're like, okay, where do you really live? Because Chaoyang is like an eighth of Beijing, which I know an eighth of a city doesn't sound like a ton, but like of Beijing, that's a lot. Yeah, maybe it is the 1,000-year-old egg, y'all. That actually is what it is. I'm terrified, you guys. I don't want to eat a 1,000-year-old egg. They look so gross. They're like, have you looked at them? Okay, if you've never seen one, please Google it. Google 1,000-year-old egg, and like then you'll understand why I'm so grossed out. I want to try to find one with a soft yolk. So we shall see if that happens. But the translucent, like bluish colored egg white, that freaks me out. But I'm going to try it all for you. It's for the blog. Anyways, I've been eating fairly healthy. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And we pretty much cook our own meals. I haven't been eating like the healthiest lately, but I definitely think I've been eating healthy enough to donate blood. Hello from Beijing. So you shopped at the same food market, went to the same big farmer's market hidden in the park. That's so cool. Did you ever buy tofu from that tofu guy? Because if you try to speak English to him, he'll try to speak English back. It's really fun. And I'm talking about the guy. It's a younger guy and who works at the one of the tofu counters in the big farmer's market that's kind of hidden in the park. That is like the best farmer's market ever. I love it. Shell get me? What? You know that you have small veins, then ask for them to use a smaller needle. I have no idea. I have no idea, you guys. I did call, too, about travel and tattoos and stuff, and it's been like, it is actually happening at a perfect time for me to be eligible to donate because it's been like almost 12 months exactly since Cambodia. And if it hadn't been 12 months, I would have been deferred and unable to donate because apparently Siem Reap, that kind of makes sense. It's Cambodia. So since I was in Siem Reap, I had to wait 12 months, but we good. And it's been 12 months since I got that sketchy tattoo on my thigh on the bar floor in Thailand. If you donate blood so scientists can clone another you. That's why I'm really donating. So I can have another me. No, that's terrifying. I don't like that. You know, I actually heard like this really awesome phrase yesterday, which I think I've heard it before, but it just like struck me in a totally different way. It was every individual is an exception to the rule. I love that. It was from a video about how the Myers-Briggs personality tests are total BS, which I always knew that. How can you categorize people into like boxes? That's like literally against everything that America stands for and everything that like mental health stands for, and I don't know, I just think it's so stupid. I should make a video about that. But yeah, I think the Myers-Briggs test maybe will tell you things about yourself, but to be honest, I don't think it's like the healthiest thing to put yourself in a box. It's just like astrology kind of. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Just like, oh hey, what's your sign? Because it's kind of fun. I don't know. I think I'm an ENFJ. ENFJ. Yeah, I think I'm ENFJ. I don't know. It doesn't really matter though. What's Abe's favorite food? Meat. He actually, lately, he's been obsessed with sardines. Sardines are actually really good for dogs. They're pretty low in mercury and really high in omega-3, and they're extremely cheap. So we are starting to give him a can of sardines like every Sunday and just mix it with his food. He loves it. But he also loves sweet potatoes. He used to drool like endlessly over strawberries, but he doesn't anymore. I don't know why he doesn't like them anymore. But yeah, he loves sweet potato and any kind of meats. He loves rawhides a lot. They're like an ice cream cone for him. He will like high five me so seriously. He like looks at me like super serious, and then I'm like high five, and he goes ugh, and he like slaps my hand, and it's super cute. We don't have him shake because he's a high five dog. He's not a shaking dog. My plasma is used for treatment of rabies and tetanus. Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you for donating. That is so awesome. Hell yes, I knew it. They look delicious. Can't wait to see you eat one. Are you being serious? Okay, they look delicious. grossed out face. I'm going to guess you're being sarcastic. Do you buy organic food? Sometimes. Depends on the food. We try to buy organic, any kind of like potato, like sweet potato or potatoes. I try to get it organic because out of all the like food options that you have, that's the kind of thing you should buy organic because it's a root vegetable and it does like soak up all the like chemicals and stuff. But for the most part, organic food in the U.S. is like stupidly expensive. So I usually buy conventional. Yeah. Plasma is used for medical treatments, especially medicines for plasma users. Back to Chinese and Chinese food. Have you had mappa tofu in Nanjing or anywhere else? Yes. Oh my God. I had mappa tofu everywhere I went in China, and I still get it in the U.S. We actually found a delivery service from a fairly authentic Chinese restaurant, and their mappa tofu is like out of this world delicious. Like clearly made in-house tofu. I think they definitely make their own tofu because I've never had tofu that good in the States. And it's like really good. That's like one of my favorite dishes in China, honestly. I love it. Oh, she will get me. I see. Oh, okay, I get it. The lady was swirling around the needle, which you were not supposed to do. So after that, she said she was going to use a smaller needle. Then I always tell them to use a smaller needle wherever I go. That's kind of disturbing. It's like, I'm just going to just be straight up with everybody I work with that day. I'm just like, tomorrow I'm just going to say I'm a first-time donor. I'm scared of needles. The end. That's all you need to know. Also, I have anxiety. That I usually don't have to tell people I have anxiety. They can usually tell when I'm at a doctor's office. When we go to the vet, oh my God, I get so much anxiety at the vet's office, and I'm not even the one like getting medical stuff done. When you are bitten by a rabid dog, someone like me donated to give you the serum to help you survive afterwards. That's awesome. That's really cool. Speaking of rabies, I think I do need to schedule an appointment for Abe to get his booster shot. Oh, it makes him sound like a little toddler. He needs a booster shot. I'm glad my story was able to give some encouragement and comfort. As someone who also struggles with anxiety plus a fear of needles, I can assure you that if I could do it, you can definitely donate. Thank you. Oh, I love the Fearless fam. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I love sardines. What the heck? Yeah, sardines are good. How come no one told me sardines are delicious? They taste kind of like salmon. Like, honestly, I think they kind of taste like salmon. Not like the high quality salmon that I got like at that salmon company I used to work for. It's a long story. But they're so much better than I thought they were. Like, I had such a bad stigma against sardines, and then we got some to make like this certain type of salad, and it was so good. So good. I love them. I'm Beijinger. I watched your Beijing videos and realized that you lived in my neighborhood. By the way, only eat those eggs with soy sauce and a bit vinegar and sesame oil. That's how we eat them. Thank you. Okay, I gotta write that down. Hold on. Hold up, y'all. Soy sauce. I have that. Vinegar. I have Chinese vinegar. Sesame oil. I think I need to get sesame oil. I don't think I have any. No, you don't have to, or else they can abuse that. Abuse what? That I have anxiety? Hi, Lauren. Greetings from Berlin. 你好吗? 我很好. I speak Chinese. I don't speak Chinese. But I know how to say, from Fiona Tan's Mandarin Made Easy, she does this rhythm. She's like, 你好吗? 我很好. 你好吗? 我很好. So that's the only reason I know how to explain. I mean, that's the only reason I know how to answer your question. But, yeah. To make what you're probably talking about, you add 2 boiled eggs. Oh, interesting. Well, yeah. So that's really cool that you lived in the same neighborhood. I wonder if we ever like crossed paths. I mean, I was like the white girl who always looked like a hot mess and was holding a camera in front of her face. So I was probably kind of stood out, but that's okay. Sir gut. I don't know what that means. Very good. Sir gut. Then mash them up and make sure it's in the oil mashed up. I don't want to mash up 1,000-year-old egg. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yes, abuse if you have anxiety. I'll just tell them that it's my first time donating and I'm not the biggest fan of needles. That's all I'm going to do. It's the Red Cross, so I'm sure they'll be fine. The 1,000-year-old eggs. I'm just going to try it on its own to start with, and then I'll add little bits here and there, and then I'll ask people at the store that I buy it from what they recommend I eat it with, and then we'll go from there. Anyways, so what are some other things you're going to see? In September, Mental Health Mondays. Then on Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm going to be uploading a video, usually about China, but maybe about like a travel kind of adventure I'm going around here. Some of the things I'm going to be putting up, I'm going to be going to Berkeley. I'm going to be going to Half Moon Bay. I'm going to be going to Oakland's Chinatown. I also want to do the Indian snack taste test, the 1,000-year-old egg. I have this huge video that I've been putting off for like 10 months at least. And it is like, I don't want to spoil it because I've been like holding it back for so long, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but basically it's going to be funny. It's a video about China and like some things that might shock foreigners in China, and like it's gonna take a long time to edit, so I'm not looking forward to the editing process, but I am looking forward to getting that up for you guys. Then I'm also going to answer a couple questions I get asked a lot in my videos. And I think I'd like to put together I'm going to put together a list of my top favorite things to do in Beijing, so that it's basically, because I have all these vlogs going to tons of different places in Beijing, and I want to put it all together in one video that's condensed, so that if someone is going to Beijing and they just want a simple one video Beijing travel guide, then it's all kind of condensed, and then links down below to watch specific vlogs about each one, so you can learn more about like getting there and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, those are all videos that I'm going to be doing. I wrote down my birthday once. Yeah, go out to dinner, go to the beach, and I really want bubble tea. I love boba tea. Anyways, random question, do you feel bad buying bootleg DVDs in China? I actually did not buy bootleg DVDs in China because I had a VPN. And when you have a VPN, the Pirate Bay is completely open to you. But that's how I'll leave that conversation. Because, so yeah, I did feel kind of bad downloading things sometimes. But, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and when Netflix stops allowing VPN and you're halfway through Stranger Things, you have to do what you have to do, okay? What about expat hangouts in Beijing? Yeah, expat hangout, fave, expat hangouts. I had that written down somewhere, it's not on this list for some reason. In Beijing, I'll definitely make a video about that because I've got some great ideas for that video. Only went to Beijing a couple times. I was afraid, and still am, of going there because the pollution really bad. I actually made a video all about Beijing pollution. You can go to my channel and you can just search on my channel Beijing pollution and that'll come up. But the gist of it is that it's not as bad as the Western media portrays it as being, because it's not really bad all the time. But it is not good. It's not good. It's bad. But it's not bad every single day. If you get a lot, there's like some saying in Beijing where if there's a lot of rain and wind, then the following day or days will be less pollution. So in order to have a good day in Beijing, you have to have some bad weather days in Beijing. That's the whole idea. So yeah, it's not exactly. Sehr gut is very good. Maybe I missed the beginning. Do you have a plan to go back to China? Tianshan. I've heard of Tianshan. I am not planning to go back to China anytime soon, but we will be back there at some point. It's just that we kind of blew all our money on travel last year, and now we are just trying to kind of break even, basically. So there's travel plans in the future, but China will probably not be the next travel spot. We'll see what happens. We might end up, I don't know. I don't want to say any plans or anything. Like, if you are on my Patreon, you had a video with a sneak peek at like the next 2 years of travel for me, like what I personally envision happening for travel in the next 2 years. All you have to do is pay $1 more a month, or pledge $1 more a month on Patreon, and you'll have access to that. There's also other content on there that patrons only have access to. Also, shout out to Becca, Jesse, I have a new one, Allie. And I think Scott. Is it Scott? I think that's the other one. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. If I got it wrong, I'll look at it and then I'll say it again in the next one. But those are my 4 patrons right now, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. I will have the Patreon page is linked down below if you want to go check that out. That is a volcano sitting in the northeast of China. Tianxi. I wonder if Lena's been there. She probably has. Basically, look at the weather forecast then before you go to Beijing. Yeah. If it says hazy or foggy, it's probably pollution. But spring and what are the best Beijingers? What are the best times to go to Beijing? I'm sure this is online too, but I think spring is not terrible for pollution, and like early summer and fall. I don't know. I think it's like the really dead heat of summer and the super cold winter is like the hardest. Basically, when the weather is super harsh, the pollution will feel more harsh as well, as far as what I've heard. But yeah, the pollution is, for me, not enough of a reason. It's not bad enough to not go to Beijing or even to not live in Beijing. I would totally live in Beijing again. I really liked it there. I'm going to kind of catch up on the chat, and then I really need to go. This is so fun, though. All the times I donated, I found the staff to be very friendly and caring. I'm sure they're fine. I mean, this is in Oakland, really close to Berkeley. It's a nice area. It'll be fine. I'm not actually too worried about it. Plus, you know, I want kids in the future, and I hear you have to get your blood drawn more times than you want to have it drawn when you're pregnant. So that I gotta just, you know, get used to these things. Go to Japan. There's something very different in China. Yeah, it is very different than China. It's also very expensive. We got invited to go to Japan for New Year's, but we just can't afford it. It's just going to be too freaking expensive. Japan, we need a little bit more time to save up for Japan if we're going to like do it right. Because the flight out there is expensive enough to want to spend a decent amount of time. Lena has vlogs there. She traveled with her sister last summer. That's what I thought. I thought she had been there. So yeah. See? Asking about Tianshan. Go check out Lena Around on YouTube. What is the best time of year to go to Anacortes? As hot weather as you can get is the best. The summer. The dead of summer is the best, for sure. And especially go during a festival. If you go during Shipwreck Day or the Arts Festival, those are 2 really fun times. That Arts Festival happens in August, so it actually just happened. I think like last week. My mom called me about it. And I think Shipwreck Day is in July. Those are 2 really fun festivals in Anacortes. If you end up in Anacortes during the Oyster Festival, it's called the Oyster Run, I warned you. It is crazy. It is crazy. Imagine like the tiniest town you've ever seen with like the most number of motorcycles you've ever seen in one place. It's insane. You might not want to be there during the Oyster Run. But yeah, go during like the dead of summer, because Anacortes never gets that hot. But it can get kind of cold. So it's like really comfortable in the summer, basically. It's beautiful and doesn't rain that much in the summer. How's the winter in Beijing? Beijing best time is autumn. Yeah, so I think it's spring and autumn are the best for pollution, I'm pretty sure. The winter, I hear the winter, okay, worse for pollution, yeah. I heard terrible things about pollution in the winter. I think winter in Beijing is really, really harsh. It's hard. It's very cold, and then the pollution is kind of bad. So it might be a little rough when you first get to Beijing, Katie, but I'm sure it'll get better. Eric was there from, I left in mid-November, so I didn't experience like the super harsh winter, and Eric left around like 2 days before Christmas. So he did experience some very cold weather in Beijing. He was like, oh my God, I'm so cold. I just want to come home. I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah. And one can enjoy the red maple in Xiangshan. Only if I can convince my wife to get out of the country. Her father thinks the U.S. is best. They are Trump supporters, not my wife or her family is. Yay, diversity! Yeah, the U.S. is the best. It's fine to think the U.S. is the best, but like travel is also the best. I love travel. Traveling is super fun. Yeah, so if you can convince her to get out of the country to just go travel, I think that's the best. Getting to experience other cultures and other countries is so, for me, it's so fulfilling and so important. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, any tips on what to pack for winter? Katie, if you are going to Harbin, if you're planning on going to Harbin from Beijing, you will need a full-on, like, I'm not talking like a winter coat. I'm talking like a Russian winter coat, like full-on, like knee-length, big-ass winter coat. But for winter, a very warm coat. You're probably going to need a very warm coat, a very warm scarf, a very warm hat. I would bring your own gloves. And then some, Katie, really good idea for you. Before you go, unless you're really tiny, I would recommend getting some like long johns, like some under warm clothing. Does that make sense? Like a long sleeve and a long pant legging, like fitted warm thermal long john things. Because that will save you in the cold weather. And I had a lot of trouble finding those in Beijing, and I actually just gave up. And Eric couldn't find them either, but we're bigger people, so that could have been why. If you were a smaller person, you'll probably be able to fit into the Chinese girl ones. And actually, if you go to Carrefour, they have leggings there that are like fleece on the inside, and they're so warm. And I wanted them really bad, but they were like this wide. And I was just like, no, this is going to fit over one leg, not two. Oh my God, this chat, you guys. Mix them with tofu. That's a good suggestion. Very accurate. Oh, thank you. Because it's because Eric forced me to always use the right tones. Like I would say something, he'd be like, no. He was really hard on me. Yeah. But it's good. Now I was told, I went to one of his work events, and he works with a lot of Chinese people. I went to one of his work events the other day, and one of them said my Chinese pronunciation sounds like a 5-year-old learning how to pronounce Chinese words for the first time, like trying to do proper pronunciation. And I'm like, okay, I'm down with that. Goose down coat for sure. Not sure if you have done anything on this, but video on how to get the most out of your channel, how to get subs, views, that sort of thing. I feel like I'm not a very good expert in that kind of, I'm kind of avoiding that world of that meta blogging where you write a blog post about blogging, or you make a YouTube channel, or you make a YouTube video about YouTube growth and stuff. But maybe when I get up to 10,000 subscribers, I'll start to get into that world. A really good resource for you. Go check out The Endless Adventure. The Endless Adventure. There are a couple that is on an endless adventure around the world, and they actually put out an ebook, and I think it's only $5 or something. I bought it. And it's how to get your first 10,000 subscribers. And the advice in there is exactly what I would have said anyways, plus other things that I didn't know. So that's what I would recommend for you, actually. It's really an inexpensive ebook. And actually, you know what, Lauren? Send me an email to laurenwithoutfear@gmail.com. I might have, I think with that you get 3 downloads of the book, and I only use 2 of them. So I might have an extra for you. So if you, yeah, email me. Enjoy the snow view and magnums being sold. What? Saw that expression, you forbid yourself from saying something. I cried when Trump got elected. That's all you need to know. I voted for Bernie from China. Yeah, I paid $20 to make sure that my ballot got to the U.S. because I was like, I will not tell my kids in the future that I had any part in this. In the future, I want to be able to tell my kids, yep, your mom and dad, we tried. We both voted for Bernie, and then we voted for Hillary. We tried, okay? We tried. Anyways, I'm not going to try to get into politics on this channel. It's just too much. Yeah, after that Hong Kong video, I'm like, I've had enough. Average size 8 to 10. you're going to be a larger person in China, even though you're totally like completely average in America. You're going to be like larger in China. So I would recommend that you get some like long underwear before you go. Oh, you can't do goose down feathers. I'm sure some kind of like warm coat. There's some kind of synthetic coat out there for sure. And actually Taobao might have a good coat for you. We have 40-degree ice hotel. Oh God. We've been so on a small budget. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, send me an email and I'll see if I can get you that ebook. Anyways, I need to go. It's been a full hour and I only meant to do half an hour. So thank you guys for joining me in the live stream. If you have any other questions that you want me to answer in the next, yes, I agree. Politics does suck. It's the worst. Like, it is just the worst. I was thinking about making a video soon about how I deal with global politics despite anxiety. But basically the whole gist of it is I don't really pay much attention to it because I need to prioritize my mental health. Yeah, if things aren't going the way I want them to go, I'm not about to go out and become a politician. I'm just going to try to work on myself and be happy within myself because that's what I have control over. So anyways, it's an interesting topic. Thermalite will work. Good suggestion. Lauren, until your next video. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in, and I will see you very soon. Okay. Okay. Here's the stop streaming button. Okay, bye.